Live in the studio, as promised. I know you've all been waiting for this. We have one Mr. Shane, Ghostkeeper. Shane.
Yes, Carrie. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for being had.
How are you?
I'm good. More importantly, how are you, sir?
Doing good. Keeping busy. Having some fun. Making some records.
Yes, you're keeping busy doing that.
Yeah, totally.
So, just lean forward a bit because when you're singing, it'll be louder. And then, because you're shy, quiet sort of fellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Bashful. Reserved.
So the first time I ever heard you or saw you play, I think it was you solo, and it was years ago. I think in the Engineered Air Theatre. I think it was like an Alberta showcase kind of event. Does that ring a bell in your memory? You're younger than me, so you should remember these things.
Yeah. The Engineered Air. I think did I do a solo one? Are you thinking the solo performance or me and Sarah?
Yeah, it may have been you and Sarah, or just solo, but yeah, definitely get pared down from what we know. And I thought your syncopated way of playing guitar was really cool, and just you had an interesting, different sort of style. Take us back to then. Had you done a lot before then? Were you a fairly new artist, or were we just all discovering you, but you'd been around?
Yeah, no, those were the early days of the career. I didn't have much of a career before then. I moved to Calgary when I was 24, so I kind of got into the game kind of late in life. But yeah, I never did get around to learning how to play music properly. My two musical uncles in my family told me that I was tone deaf and that I probably shouldn't even bother giving it a try. So I believed them, but I wasn't ready to quit music. So I just went to start writing my own songs and playing around with my own guitar tunings. And now I suppose I owe it to them that I kind of have a style of my own now, I suppose.
Yeah, they did a good thing for you. Maybe that was their evil intent, their creative little.
Yeah, totally. I mean, they're the sweetest guys. I love them. So.
Yeah, and did you and Sarah come down to Calgary together?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, and so man, you guys have been together a long time.
Yes, yeah, we have. It's been a long and fun and adventurous journey so far. Sarah's the one who's inspired me and coaxed me to leave the north, to get out of the bush.
Okay.
To,
come to the big city.
Outside the box, yeah.
And she's a visual artist, so she's an artist. And did she play percussion before, or did she pick it up and just to play with you?
Yeah, just to play with me is when she started. We started dabbling back when we were living up in Paddle Prairie on the Métis settlement north. I think we came to Calgary and we had four complete songs. And,
to start.
Started playing. Yeah, we worked as soon as we got to town. We went to work. Started playing some. I started playing some open mics and we got some band gigs and playing at the Castle within a year. I think our sets were only 20 minutes for the first couple of years, I think. And we
That's okay.
Our songs in Nervous Mint and Complete Fear.
And so how did the band attach themselves to you? You had some pretty darn good players in Ghostkeeper, which I think are still, we'll talk about that versus solo. But how did you get hooked up with the band that you've been playing with?
Yeah, we're so lucky. It was Don Laux of Saved by Vinyl and Laurie Matheson, who happened to be, I think I met them simultaneously at an open mic at the Ship. And Don was really excited about what we were doing and offered to finance and make our first record happen. And Laurie was to be the producer, and he basically took us under his wing. I call him my big brother. He's been taking care of us musically since then.
Well, if you couldn't meet two better Calgarians when you first get, with only good intentions, no music industry exploitation, nothing from those two. So yeah.
Totally, you said it. Yeah, we've had a lot of love from them. And Laurie introduced us to Jay Crocker. He's the one that taught me, or he was the first guy to tell me that I should buy a tuner. And I didn't even know they came in foot pedals. So. That's great.
Because Jay has a music school background, so he had exactly what you didn't have, which was the training.
Right, yeah.
And so from there you hooked up with some of the other fellows that are in your band.
Yeah, Scott Monroe for a while, and that was great. Learned a lot from him. And
Monty.
He contributed a lot. Yeah, Monty, a lot of amazing bass lines and vocals. And then we moved on from him to Ian Jarvis, who's out of Montreal now.
Mm-hmm.
He's originally from Calgary.
Yep.
Great player. Yeah, it was so fun playing with him. And now the latest group is Eric Hamlin and Ryan Bourne. And we have a chemistry that we're so excited about. Those guys have so much creativity, and they bring so much love and magic and emotion and commitment to the conceptual agenda that we have as a band, and which is completely collaborative outside of Sarah and I writing the songs. Those guys bring a lot to rearranging and reworking and that sort of thing, and harmonies, and it's just such a pleasure to work with them. And
now you're dumping them again.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
but just temporarily.
Just temporarily, yeah. I mean, we got some brand new stuff coming out though. Brand new.
Oh, that is a very welcome thing. Mm-hmm. And will that be on Saved by Vinyl too?
No, Victory Pool.
Okay.
Is releasing this one.
Oh, good for you. Yeah. And so then you're also working on some solo material for, you've got a few tracks released. Are you working on a full solo album as well?
Yes, full length LP solo record. It started off as kind of like my exploration of the country music that I grew up on, as I guess sort of a gift to my family, who have been patiently waiting for me to stop making experimental psychedelic rock and roll. So this is my attempt to be more traditional and explore all the great classics that I grew up on, like Hank Williams and George Jones and Conway Twitty and all the great country music that I was raised on, that I've never gotten around to really get into yet. And also because I always feel so intimidated by country music, thinking that you have to be a professional musician to be a country musician. So I still feel a little uncomfortable by saying that it's country music. So I don't think it's quite country music, but it's my exploration of it, at least.
A reasonable facsimile of early country.
Right.
Awesome. And so do you find, just before we let you get into some of those songs, do you find that lyrically there's a lot different approach, or is it more musically? Yeah,
totally both. Especially lyrically, I'm doing my best to convey literal songs, as opposed to the abstract kind of stream of consciousness style that I have with Ghostkeeper. I'm trying to be more concise, really concise, and telling stories as poetically as I can, mostly of family members up north and our people and our homeland and that sort of thing. Just trying to be more straightforward.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like that people don't know as much about Métis and Métis settlements. Like, I feel like when people say Métis, they think like the word in French does mean mixed, and I feel like people say, well, I'm Métis or someone's Métis because they found that they have some Indigenous heritage, and they don't really realize that it's actually a people, that it's not just mixed. So do you want to just talk a little bit about that and about where you grew up, so that if people aren't in the know, they're more in the know about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. And I'm glad you can bring that up because, it is kind of a point of frustration sometimes. Not necessarily to take offense over or anything like that, but our people came from the original Red River settlements. That's our lineage. And when we got dispersed, our families, including Sarah's, made our way up to the leased land that is now called Métis settlements. It's only been like just over 100 years since they've been leased, I think. I remember being almost in my early teens when they were celebrating the 75th anniversary or something like that. So it hasn't been that long. And before then, the Métis people were referred to as the roadside people because they weren't allowed to own land due to the rebellion, I guess. And they were just settling and making lives along the highway right-of-ways until the government leased lands called Métis settlements. And it's still a point of, I guess, political frustration because there's still no ability to acquire wealth or anything like that. So it still seems like a point of oppression. But nonetheless, we have some gorgeous land up there, and we're all laughing, loving, living, and crying together up there. And I had a beautiful childhood, and that's a lot what these solo project songs were about.
And so those Métis people in Alberta are related to the Louis Riels in Saskatchewan, are they? Or is it
I don't
different?
know. I don't have any lineage to Louis Riel, but it's
they're
based
similar
back to the
yeah.
Red River settlements in
Yeah.
Manitoba. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
and I think those were the original Métis, or where the term came from.
Yeah.
I'm not that great on the history as well.
That's okay. It's not a quiz. It's not a test. No. Excellent. Well, let's hear some of these really cool new solo Shane Ghostkeeper songs that are going to be recorded. And I just want to say, like, we've got this new recording situation here in the CKUA studios, and it's really beautiful. I'll maybe, Shane, do you want to just describe the setting that you're in before you do the songs?
Yeah, it's great to be here. We have some amazing mood lighting going on, which I was not expecting. It feels great. Got a pretty fancy control room with window and some very lovely engineers and mixers. And it's been really comfy so far, and it sounds great in my headphones. So looking forward to it.
And it's, I must say that it's being videotaped as well. I kind of discourage them from videotaping me because I have a face for radio, but you are being videotaped, you're being recorded. It's going to sound very fantastic. And so go take it away. If you could do me a favor, just to introduce each song before you play them, that would be totally fantastic.
Sure.
You're listening to Alternative to What on CJSW 90.9 FM, brought to you each and every week by Highline Brewing. And live in the studio, we have Shane Ghostkeeper. He's going to play, as you heard, a few songs live right here, right now.
All right, this first song is called And Then She Was Gone. It's a song for and about my grandpa and my grandma, Roland and Olive Lambert. Oh, that's when she slipped away into the night.
Kids and their kids too, and then I noticed you were gone. Yeah, then I noticed you were gone. Well, I rolled over, then I noticed you were gone. Yeah, then I noticed you were gone. Well, I rolled over, then I noticed you were gone. Yeah, then I noticed you were gone.
All right, here's a song called Rolly. My grandpa's nickname. My middle name. And this one's going to be on the new Ghostkeeper record, actually. We give it more of a psychedelic treatment. And that's kind of written, he's passed away now, and it's written like basically for all my family who miss him a lot. Sorry. I'm on a tune. All right. You got trouble. You tell him Grandpa Rolly and he say, now mind my man, no, now mind my dog. Yeah, he'll salve your wound with just the sound of his voice. It's so real, yeah, like an ancient field. Yeah, you hear a baby crying, you hear Grandpa singing. Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm tired of struggling to juggle all this baggage I've been lugging around. Oh, I'm in a piece we're bound now. Yeah, and it's a good thing, it's a really good thing it remains here with me, cause, well, everyone knows Rolly, he got a good twine, he got good form, he'll mend this mind, he'll bind this soul, he'll keep it warm, yes, and keep it standing in a storm. Oh, yeah, yeah. And this heart is threadbare. It's got holes in it, he has some hardware, but it's a good thing. He got good twine, he got good form. You mend this mind, you bind this soul, you keep it warm, yes, and keep it standing in storm. This one is called Why Do I Hide? It's been released as a single already this past summer. It's another one of my country tunes. Sort of country tunes, I guess. No excuses, no. Yes, I know this truth is set in stone, and the war is over. So thank you, yeah, thank you for picking up this one. Last time. I will never forget you and all that we made. Sweet sour lemonade. I will never forget you and all that we built. No, all we spilled. I had to stay. Bye, 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 bye.
do I hide all the sweet words I know would soothe your mind? Sweet poetry, your favorite tree, initials carved with a knife. Yes, I know even the greatest trees will someday fall and turn to memories. With no excuses, no, just let me say what I couldn't say. I will never forget you and all that we made. Sweet sour lemonade. I will never forget you and all that we built. No, all we spilled. I will never forget you and all that we built. I had to say bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, why do yeah, why do I hide?
Shane Ghostkeeper live in studio. Thank you so much, Shane, for playing us those three brand new solo songs. And definitely I can hear the country in there, but I still can hear the Shane that I know and love. So it's hard to not be you, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know any other way, I guess.
It's true. Were you just doing the three, or did you want to do one more?
Yeah, I could do some more.
Okay, how about you do one more? Okay. We have Shane Ghostkeeper live in studio. You're tuned to Alternative to What on CJSW 90.9 FM. And Shane, you can see Shane play live on this coming Sunday at the Jack Singer Concert Hall, opening for Reuben and the Dark. So if you haven't already got that on your calendar, you certainly might want to think about it. And Shane, maybe move the mic just slightly closer to your mouth a little bit. If you can, yeah, just when you're singing even, that'd be great. And so, yeah, do one more song for us here on CJSW.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. This is a special one. It's off the solo record. It's called One More Name. It's the, well, Carrie helped me out with this one, actually. My proposal song to Sarah.
Been out working all winter, I'm in good shape, honey. Lonesome, yes, and cold. You too, let's warm up these bones. Let's go get garage stoned. What, that boy's still up? Don't worry about it, honey, I got this. Yeah, where's those headphones? Now I owe it to you like a sweet, deep, full body massage. Now all night we'll stay up. All night we'll stay up. Stay up. All night we'll stay up. It's so good to be home. I'll forgive this cliche, but you are where my home is. Oh, listen, I've been busy. I've been saving up money, catching up on taxes, saving up money, taking English classes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, English is the first language of this Métis man, but, well, I was just needing a little help working on this brand new phrase that, well, my love has never heard me speak before. No. I witnessed the bite of a glistening lip. I slip, I drop down to one knee. Oh, forgive me for taking so long to find the piece of this in a puzzle. The key to this heart's muzzle is no ways. Was your eyes, which soothe my soul like nothing else. A far second may be the hues of the rainbow eucalyptus. I accept this into, oh, well, now I got this. Sapphire in a little velvet box. My love, wait up. My love, wait up, wait up. Oh, my love, wait up. I got something to ask you. Sarah Jane, Terry Lowry, consider just adding up one more name. Now you don't gotta take it, but well, it would sound good just the same. Yeah. Sarah Jane, Terry Lowry, consider just adding up one more name. Now you don't gotta take it, but well, it would sound good just the same. Yeah. Yeah, 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 it's time we gon' marry. Yeah, yeah, let's have us a wedding. Yeah, yeah, it's time we gon' marry. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So that song was successful, hey?
Yeah, it's been doing all right.
Yeah, very good. And Sarah was pretty touched about it.
Totally, yeah. It was a success.
Well, that's good. What
yes.
would you have done if you did that trip to Banff? You did the song was playing on the radio, and you played, and she gave you some cold stare, icy stare, and said, oh, I've been meaning to tell you that this is off. That wouldn't have been good. Right. But that's not what happened.
There was definitely a lot of nerves involved.
Oh,
and my son was there to help me, and he has some funny interpretations of the whole night.
Oh, really? Wait, did he have one thing that you found were pretty funny about how he saw it?
Yeah, well, I kept it from him. I mean, I've been working on this song. It took for like a couple of years for me to finish writing, to get it right and record it with Lori in secret, and then to ask you for help on the radio because I had this plan. And then so I didn't tell my son until it was time to go pick up some takeout that we ordered, which is like a 5-minute drive away from the hotel. And I told him that I needed some help. We get into the elevator and I let him know. I was like, Dad's going to propose. That's what's happening. I need your help. I need you to turn on the radio when I bring the food in. And then when my song comes on, the one you've been hearing me work on whenever Mom's not home, I need you to turn up the radio for me nice and loud. And he just like was bouncing off the walls. He was so excited. He was like, Dad, finally, what took you so long? So he grilled me over that for a little while, which was all for his own entertainment and fun. But our trip got a little commandeered by Sarah ordering another side meal for our baby boy, Finn, from the restaurant at the hotel. So we had to stop at the restaurant, the hotel, and the song was going to be played at 6:30. And now it's like 6:15, and we have to make a detour. So we go to that restaurant, and the food's not ready yet. And Vital, our eldest son, Vital, he's freaking out, and he's yelling to the server there, excuse me, we're in a hurry here. We need this food now.
Right, and Sarah's thinking, what's the hurry? Sarah's thinking.
And everybody looked at him but laughed, and I apologized and said it was for something very important, and I think they kind of got the hint, and they did their best to grab the food, and by that time it's 20 after, and we have to race down the hallway to the elevators up to our room, and it seemed like forever. And I'm running, and I was asking him to run to keep up. And I get around the corner, and he's not there. I see him, and I go back around the corner. I was like, Vital, what's going on? He's like, Dad, I have a bad cramp. I'm really sorry. I'm cramping up. And I was like, oh, do you want me to carry you? And he's like, no, go on. Go on without me. Just go, Dad.
So dramatic.
I'll catch up. And we both had a huge laugh over that. And I picked him up, and we piggybacked him to the elevator. And we got there, and, well, luckily we made it just on time before the song played.
And was Sarah waiting, or was she with you getting the food?
No, she stayed back at the room with our baby.
Oh,
baby
okay,
boy,
yeah.
And waiting for us to get the food, so.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was so much drama. That's great.
Yeah, it was. I'm really glad Vital was with me, because it was getting pretty stressful at that
Yes.
point.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So we've been talking to Shane Ghostkeeper and hearing some of his brand new songs. So Shane, thanks so much for coming in. It's been a joy to have you here and to hear the songs, fresh, new, hot off the presses, and hopefully I'm sure people will enjoy them on Sunday night when you open for Reuben in the Dark at the Jack Singer.
Yes, I'm very excited for that show.
Very cool. Thanks again for coming in. You are tuned to Alternative to What on CJSW 90.9 FM. I guess you can say goodbye if you want.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for having me. Thanks for your time. Looking forward to seeing you all out on Sunday.
Awesome. Shane Ghostkeeper live on Alternative to What, CJSW 90.9 FM.